Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Mia,
Bye.
kiss you.
Hello, good morning. Today I'm gonna take you on my journey of being a research fellow. So we're just gonna go through a standard day, and this starts at my home. I'm gonna drive my car. You can see it's a bit wet, it's rainy season. So every night it's raining. Normally during the day the sun comes out, but now it's still wet and highly probable very muddy outside. Let's go. So we go. I'm normally trying to compare a bit with my previous life when I was still in Netherlands, and there are some huge differences, and one is that most of the people here, they live behind a wall with a gate. So we normally always have to open the gate, which is kind of a procedure. So depending on if someone is home, someone else may open or close the gate, but I also am fine to do it myself most of the cases. So let's start our drive. It's just 3 kilometers. So in many cases I try to go by bike, but yeah, you can imagine with this weather why I don't want to go by bike. The rain is not even that much of a problem, but as you can see the road, I have a regular bike, and my regular bike won't be able to handle this mud well. Actually, I always like the rainy season because it gives me somehow a feeling of the seasons we have at home. It's a bit like autumn with all the rains and sometimes sun. It's very slippery. Yeah, and at least we have reached the tarmac road. So my day normally starts around 6:30, 7 is when I wake up, and then I do a little bit of yoga exercise, which is like a morning session, and then I have breakfast with my kids, and if my husband is around, with my husband. And what also is different here compared to my life in Netherlands, that we have a dada at home who is basically a nanny, but who also does a lot of the household chores. So in many cases when I wake up, the tea is already, and it's always ginger tea, so that is nice and healthy. And then I prepare the kids to go to school, and then they go with the driver to school. And then when I'm done preparing myself, I start driving to my work, which I said is like 3 kilometers down the road from the mountain. So we have arrived. Now we can go inside the building. And I think I already told before once that Kesarai is part of the Good Samaritan Foundation. So it's the research pillar of the big hospital in northern Tanzania. And starting working, opening my laptop. See if there's any emails and checking my calendar for the day. So today is 28th and I have a meeting around 1 with the team of EPOC. We have a meeting with the Community Advisory Board, HIV, which is a group of young people, and we're going to discuss our studies. And at the same time I have another meeting, so I need to see if I can move the other meeting to another time point. So I think I haven't told yet about the other study where I have a major role, which is the EPOC study. It's an implementation study whereby we look at the acceptability and feasibility and effectiveness of point-of-care viral load testing among adolescents and children living in East Africa. And I am leading the study here in Kesarai, but I'm also supervising a PhD student who is based here and work together with Amsterdam Institute of Global Health and have a position there also as a postdoc researcher within this project. I'm quite excited. We started 2 months ago and it's with 4 East African countries and different sites there, and we are leading the work package on implementation research, and the PhD student is also doing her PhD on that topic. So we are currently trying to identify sites for this study, and soon I will travel to Netherlands for a few weeks to discuss with the Amsterdam Institute of Global Health partners on how we're gonna implement this study well in the 4 countries. And I see there's an email from Henry, with whom I work together in the PAVIA project, which is a project on improving pharmacovigilance in Africa, also funded by EDSTP, and he's asking me to go through the technical report for EDSTP and add the parts of our work package, which is mainly on networking and communication. Now, technical reports are not my favorite job, but yeah, it's something which has to be done, so let me go through that for now. So next on my list is to review a paper. I just got an email. Thank you for agreeing to review a manuscript for AIDS research and therapy. I often review papers for this journal, mainly because the editor, Professor Dembe in Nigeria, is head of the EDSTP HIV Fellows Group, so I guess he normally uses the group also to find reviewers. I like reviewing papers, but it also takes quite some time. Normally I need around 2-3 hours to review a paper, but if you have the knowledge about the topic being published, it's quite interesting to do, and somehow you stay also updated in your field of research. Maybe for those who don't know what I mean, as researchers we write papers, we submit papers, and the papers will have to be peer-reviewed, meaning peers in your field of research will review the paper to see if they are suitable for publication. So this I'm normally doing, and I review about 1 or 2 papers, or 3 per month, I believe, and it's quite interesting to do. of the paper. I do not often reject the paper, but this paper was of such bad quality that I couldn't even consider it to be accepted for publication. Too bad for the authors, but I hope I gave them constructive feedback so that they can improve their paper and submit somewhere else. So for now, I'm just gonna do a short walk to stretch my legs and enjoy a bit of the sun, which we haven't seen much in the past days. So my next task is on the Wheeler project, which we still have to finalize, for which I am assisting also with the qualitative data analysis. So I'm gonna do some memoing of a transcript of a focus group discussion. Eggs with chips. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing because that's too much. With some cabbage, so I'll give the other half to someone else.
So that's what Snap they are doing. If the anyone wants to know something from Snap, and then we said we have to discuss update on grant writing. Initially we formulated our group and we gave task to 4 groups for grant writing. Group 1 was from Dr. Marion.
Wave 9.
We know they use it, but at least to tell us
but
what
not
we
everyone here, I think, knows.
Really? Okay.
Because it just came out.
It was yesterday. I saw the email yesterday.
Yeah, so it was not granted, and I already had a discussion before with TB Reach members, and they said the chance is very low for winning the grant because there's very few money available. So now we are on the way to a meeting of the Community Advisory Board. I'm here with Perry. She's a PhD student in the EPOC project. So what are you going to do there, Perry?
I'm going to present all about the project, EPOC project.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, to get inputs from the youth.
Okay.
Mawazo kwa ufupi kuhusiana na miradi yetu jinsi ilivyo, alafu tuone ni jinsi gani itakuwa inaendana na kile ambacho mnakifanya, kwa sababu tunatarajia sana kufanya kazi na nyinyi, kwa sababu nyinyi ndio mnajua uhalisia na namna gani huduma ya utoaji wa huduma kwa watu wanaoishi na maambukizi ya virusi vya ukimwi inafanyika katika kituo chetu. Kwa hiyo basi nita present kwa ufupi.
Nani na nesi atoe huduma ile siku ile. Sawa, kama ni kubakiza ubakize, kama ni kufanya ile ile uango nani extensive adherence counseling, ile ukaribu zaidi, si ndio? Kukutana na nesi zaidi, ufanye vipimo, ufanye nini. Hicho ndo tunachokitaka. Kwa hiyo nia la utafiti huu sasa ni jinsi ya kufanya.
So that was a long day. We had an interesting meeting with the Community Advisory Board. They gave some really good comments and questions on our studies, which we'll take into account. And luckily for both of the study, they could also serve as key informants in our mixed methods approach. So that's really great. So end of the day, I'm gonna close down the office and find my car to pick up my daughter from her Wednesday girls club.